Hello everyone, this is my comprehensive design video challenge video. And first I'd like to just uh, summarize a required reading, and I think the most important thing is to consider the three key pieces, which is I think the application of 21st century perspective of content and learners, and I think this is just talking about how the learners have changed. Students have changed, they're not the same students that people were designed to teach 30, 40 years ago. The integration of existing and emerging technology and dynamic design and assessment. So I think the integration of existing and emerging technology is one of the most important ones, since social media and technology is uh, a very huge part of our lives, and even for younger learners, the way that information is delivered is via technology and via videos most of the time, or via an app. So I think it's important to consider um, that as an emerging technology to put into use into our teaching. And also dynamic design and assessment, I think it has to do with the way we can do critiques and bring um, final projects in terms of like doing a critique, and how people react to other students' work, and how they learn by assessing and looking at each other's work and giving constructive criticism. Okay, so I would like to explain this uh, in terms of my workshop that I'm working on for the spring, hopefully, and uh, the way one of the ways that I would integrate emerging technology is using this page, uh, and have everyone who's going to be taking the workshop sign on to this page, in which I will be sharing demos and videos, which are important and relevant to the course and the workshop. Um, in this way, they can communicate with their fellow students if they have interesting videos they want to share about technique or using the iPad, which I think I'm going to keep the workshop mostly on iPad, just because it's the emerging technology, and it's much easier to teach someone to draw on an iPad than using regular paint and pencils, just because it's going to be messy, and trying to have two groups of people learning in different media is going to be difficult. And I think I'm going to have it be mostly on the iPad. And so that's the one way. And then the second way will be making demo videos and doing like live demos in class. And that will be the other way I incorporate the emerging technology. And so I'd like to share with you this video that I've worked on my iPad. I started learning the iPad only about 3 weeks ago, and I've been teaching myself and watching videos. And there aren't many basic videos of how to draw on the iPad. Most of the videos I find on lynda.com and YouTube are very advanced illustrators. They go very quickly and aren't not really for a basic person who's never even looked at an iPad before. There are a couple, but not too many. So that's something I'd like to work on for this course as well. And I'd like to share with you some curricular framework I worked on based on the Serafini ratings that we did. And there's got to be exposure, exploration, and engagement. So students need to be exposed to these videos. So for the course, I would like to watch a couple, what would want them to watch a couple of videos on technique and how to use the iPad, so that when they come to class, they have some kind of idea of how to use it. Then I would like them to also have a good idea of the illustrator and the style that they are would like to elaborate on. And I always talk about Eric Carle and his Very Hungry Caterpillar, just because he's a great example. I mean, this book is a award-winning book from 1969, and the illustrations are basic, but they're full of color and they're full of personality. And it's a great example that you don't have to be a great draftsman and an academic painter, an academic illustrator to be able to make an impact on students and many, many, many generations. So this is what I would like to use as well. Have his illustrations available in video form so that the students can watch them. There's also a couple of introductory videos that I would like the students to watch. Like I said before, I want them to have a kind of an idea coming into the class. Okay, so let me show you this demo that I worked on.
And we want to create, I'm going to create a custom size just because I need to make sure the resolution is at least 300 and the resolution is this DPI and it should be at 600. So I want to change this to inches because I can never get